What is up, y'all? Today we're gonna go from Sad Boy Town to Unicorn Village. So for the materials, we're gonna be going with an ARGB. This is a WS2812. This is the 144 IP30 version. Next is this 5-volt connector right here. So you can actually buy this in conjunction with the connector, with the power connector, but for what I have, it's not really directed to the outlet. This one is for the computer, so we're gonna be soldering this one and putting it in the power source, which is this one. This is actually an old Samsung charger. You can use any old power charger that you have as long as it outputs 5 volts. Then we have this controller, so I'm not really sure if this controller will be connecting to this one, but let me try. I just have it laying around. For the miscellaneous items, we have some tape, we have some electrical tape, or some heat shrinks. So if you don't have any heat shrinks, you can use the electrical tape, no problem, to connect the power source and this converter. And we have a heat gun, so if you're gonna be using the electrical tape, you don't need the heat gun. Then we have some wire cutters, wire strippers. We have some soldering lead and a soldering iron, of course. And then we have the scissor to cut the LED according to size. So the first step is to cut this according to size. So now that I have cut it according to the size, what's gonna happen is this controller, this one, will be connected like this to the 3-pin. So you can see that 3-pin. So it should connect as so. And then after that, this should be connected to the power source that we have here. See? So this is the power source that we're going to be connecting. We're going to be cutting these 2 terminals. So since this is composed of 2 wires and they're really thin, this charger, we're gonna burn them. Before binding them together, I'm forgetting something. We need to insert our heat shrinks. Let's make sure that we insert them so that it will be easier later to shrink wrap them. With the black one. So now that they are connected, what we're gonna do is we're gonna get some tape. Okay, we're gonna be getting some tape and we're gonna tape them up so that when we solder them, they're not gonna be moving around. Them straight. So after letting it cool for a bit, what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna remove the tapes and we're gonna try doing the heat shrink. Thanks. Okay, we have our handy dandy heat gun. So that finally cover this up. So as you can see, and there you go. Next, what we're gonna do is we're gonna test it if it does work. LED strip, we're gonna put this in the power. We're gonna plug it in the power and check if we did it correct. Yeah. Now it's okay. Now it's actually working. See? So I'm not really sure if we still need the controller, but I guess so, yes, because there's actually some buttons here. I'm actually not familiar with this one. There's actually some buttons so that you can change the RGBs from this side. If I can have it a little. I'm gonna have some seizures with this one, so I'm gonna calibrate it for proper. So the last thing to do is to do the monitor side of things. So we're gonna be sticking it at the back of our monitor. I opted for actually a small length because I don't want to have a really strong light at the back of my monitor. So a good thing about this is it already does have a double-sided tape attached to it. That's really not needed, as this is fine with me. Okay, let's put this here. Wait, it's going down that way. Yes.
A few inches later.
So alternatively, you can solder these edges, put some wires on them so that you have 2 layers. But since I already have some on my table, that is actually not needed. So, onto the table. So as you can see, the LED is actually blinking from low to high so that you can see that it's actually really bright. If you like this tutorial, like this video because I don't have the batteries yet for the remote, so I'm gonna work on that, and see you on the next video.